Meghan Markle's invisible exit. Was she forced to leave the Invictus Games? It was meant to be a celebration of resilience, honor, and the incredible courage of wounded veterans. Instead, the 2025 Invictus Games became an international scandal, one that might have permanently damaged Prince Harry's role in the very event he founded. Meghan Markle's abrupt exit from the Games, officially framed as a selfless act to be with her children, is now being exposed as something far more controversial. Because, behind the royal PR spin, there's growing evidence that Meghan Markle was not just encouraged, but forced to leave. And if she hadn't, Prince Harry could have faced the ultimate humiliation, a permanent ban from the very Games he created. The PR cover-up versus the explosive reality. At first, the story seemed simple. Meghan Markle, ever the devoted mother, left the Invictus Games early to return to California, where Archie and Lilibet awaited. The royal-friendly media painted a picture of sacrifice, a doting mother choosing her children over the spotlight. But if that was truly the case, why did insiders report a very different version of events? According to multiple sources, Meghan's departure wasn't voluntary. It was a necessary move to save Prince Harry from an unprecedented disgrace. Organizers, financial backers, and even military veterans were reportedly furious with Meghan's presence and behavior at the Games. And their frustration had reached a breaking point. The final straw? A bizarre and deeply offensive moment where Meghan allegedly used a veteran's wheelchair as a photo prop, a move that some insiders claim led to immediate behind-the-scenes outrage. Meghan was never supposed to attend. From the very beginning, Meghan's presence at the 2025 Invictus Games was already a problem. Unlike previous years, Meghan was reportedly never meant to be there. The organizers, as well as sponsors, had emphasized one golden rule. The Invictus Games is about the veterans. Not the royals. Not the celebrities. And definitely not social media influencers. But Meghan, as always, seemed to believe she was the main event. Insiders claim she ignored explicit instructions to keep the focus on the veterans and instead turned the Games into a publicity tour, curating social media moments, walking in with her own camera crew, and even allegedly refusing to take certain seats because they wouldn't capture her best angles on camera. The reaction? Pure outrage. Veterans and organizers, many of whom have dedicated their lives to the event, saw this as a deeply disrespectful hijacking of their moment. Harry's shocking ultimatum. Behind closed doors, tensions boiled over. And that's when the bombshell ultimatum was delivered to Prince Harry. Either Meghan leaves, or you both are permanently banned from the Invictus Games. This was no idle threat. The very people who helped fund, organize, and run the event were willing to sever ties with Prince Harry entirely if Meghan's behavior continued. Realizing he had no choice, Harry relayed the message to Meghan. She had to leave. The carefully scripted PR exit. Of course, Meghan Markle couldn't just leave in disgrace. That would be admitting defeat. So, in classic Hollywood fashion, a carefully orchestrated PR campaign was launched. The story suddenly became about Meghan selflessly leaving to be with her children. Statements were released, portraying her as a devoted mother making the ultimate sacrifice, choosing family over fame. But to those who were actually there, the reality was obvious. Meghan wasn't leaving because she wanted to. She was being removed. Prince Harry's own controversial behavior. And while Meghan's exit might have saved Prince Harry from immediate disaster, it didn't erase his own problems. Throughout the event, Prince Harry himself sparked backlash with behavior that many found inappropriate and out of touch. Weird hand gestures that left attendees confused. Dancing in front of veterans in what was meant to be a solemn event. Making political remarks about Donald Trump, something that immediately angered both veterans and sponsors. Prince Harry, once a respected figure in military circles, was now being mocked and questioned. Was he still the right person to lead Invictus? Could Prince Harry be replaced? As the dust settles, a bigger question emerges. Should Prince Harry remain the face of the Invictus Games? With his credibility rapidly eroding, whispers are growing that a new ambassador is needed. And one name keeps coming up. David Beckham. Unlike Harry, Beckham has universal appeal. He's respected. He's scandal-free. And he has a proven track record of using his platform for good, without making everything about himself. Would the Invictus Games benefit from a fresh start, one without the Sussex Circus? The bigger problem, are Harry and Meghan destroying every cause they touch? This isn't just about Invictus. It's about a troubling pattern. Wherever Harry and Meghan go, controversy follows. They insert themselves into causes, claim to be champions of the people, but ultimately make everything about them. We've seen it with their Netflix deal. We've seen it with their Spotify collapse. We've seen it with Meghan's failed Archetypes podcast. And now, the Invictus Games. How many more organizations will be left scrambling to recover after the Sussex brand turns everything into a PR disaster? The end of Harry's Invictus legacy? This might be the final chapter in Prince Harry's association with the games he founded. Event organizers are already looking at ways to distance themselves from the drama. Financial backers are hesitant to continue funding something that now seems more about Sussex theatrics than veterans. And most damaging of all, veterans themselves feel disrespected. The Invictus Games was meant to honor their sacrifice, bravery, and strength. Instead, it became yet another stage for the Harry and Meghan show. And that, more than any PR crisis, could be what finally pushes Prince Harry out for good. Final question. So, what do you think? Was Meghan forced out of the Invictus Games? Should Prince Harry step aside as the face of the event? And most importantly, should the Sussexes stop attaching themselves to causes they clearly don't respect? Let us know in the comments below. Because this scandal is far from over.